Hello, everyone. Welcome back. So, we were discussing the story Grief, written by Anton Chekhov, and we had done uh, the till the protagonist Iona Potapov felt disappointed, and he was about to move back to the yard so that he can talk to the known people and share his grief with them. Okay, so yes, we have to start from here. When he thought to move back to the yard, see his little mare, who is an animal, not a human being, is able to know what is happening in the mind of the protagonist or her master. It means animals or pets are better than, or they can better understand the feelings of human beings than the co-human beings. So the mare starts moving very quickly. Now Iona has reached the yard, and he has reached there 1.5 hour ago. Okay, so now Iona is sitting by a big dirty stove, and there is on the stove, on the floor. See, this is the scene of the yard. Okay, where his co-sledge drivers live. See, on the stove, on the floor, on the benches, people are snoring, means they are sleeping. The air, the air of the yard is full of smell and stiffness because people or the sledge drivers have come there, have returned there uh, after after giving duty for the whole day. See, Iona now looks at the sleeping creatures. He regrets. He regrets that why he has come back so early. Why he has come back so early. So there can be two reasons. Uh, what? Why he is regretting? There can be two reasons. First reason is given here that he hasn't earned enough money for supporting his dinner. Okay, as we all know that he had only two fares. First one was the officer, and second one the three revelers, right? So he hasn't earned enough money to have dinner. Now he thinks that why he has come so early, that he should have waited for other fares, and even he blames his in this paragraph, he blames his financial condition for his miserable condition. ठीक है? For his miserable condition means he is not happy, he is sad. For that he criticizes his financial condition, that he is not having enough money to feed himself as well as his mare. But second reason that why he regrets is that he should have waited for another people so that he can discuss his grief with them. That is why. But you see, here he comes and see what he sees, that everybody is sleeping. There is no one with whom he can share his pain. Now, in one corner of the yard, a young cabman gets up. This young cabman needs water. Okay, he was sleeping and he gets up, he needs water. Iona asks him, do you want a drink? He says yes, and he gives it to him and says that and with this opportunity he is trying to engage this young cabman with him in conversation. He starts the conversation and says, but my son is dead, mate. Do you hear? That do you know my son has died? This week in the hospital, it's a queer business. He says that my son has died this week only, and this is a strange business. This is a strange thing that I should have died, but my young son has died instead of me. But Now, what Iona expects here is that the young cabman who may be known to Iona will react in a manner, in any manner. He will give some reaction. But no, nothing happens like this. See, nothing happens. No effect is produced by his words. The young cabman has already covered his head and is in sleep. So when the young cabman drank water and he fall asleep, he didn't even try to listen to the man, to Iona, what he is saying. Now, Iona, see, this line is important. Just as the old man had been thirsty for water, Iona thirsts for speech. This line is important. See, Iona time and again is trying to discuss his grief with people. But the people who surrounds him are not letting him to uh, discuss. He is denied speech, we can say. Now, this is some description which is very important till here. Okay. So, I'll highlight it line by line. So now information is given that his son has been died this week only, and after 2 or 3 days, his a week will pass after his son's death. And Iona has not really talked to anybody yet. He hasn't talked about his son's death to anyone. His heart is full of all those grievances about his son. Okay, grievances regarding life. Then Iona wants to talk of it properly. He wants someone to sit with him, to listen to him, so that he can feel light. Uh, he can remove the burden from his burden, or yes, burden. It is burden only on his heart that he is, which is destroying his mental health. And with deliberation means to talk with very explanations. He wants to tell how his son was taken ill. He wants to discuss each and every detail regarding his son's death, how he suffered, how his son suffered, then what he said before he died, how he died, okay? And then when the son died, he want to describe the ceremony, and how he went to the hospital to get his son's clothes. He wants to talk about his daughter, Anicia, as well. Okay, he has a daughter too, and her name is Anicia. He wants to talk about her as well to the people. Then, yes, he has plenty to talk about. Now, see, after this, wait a second, let me, yeah, see these lines. These lines are important. Very, very, very important. Mark them. His listener. Now, what are the expectations of Iona for his listener? How his listener should react? His listener should sigh, okay, then exclaim means react, and then the listener should mourn, okay. And there is a comment that if Iona would like to talk to a woman regarding his son's death, then it would be better, because women are, according to the story, are silly creatures. They don't have brain. They are not rational. They give loud reactions to such things, to on the talks of funerals or on any sad news. Okay, so these lines show that how the listener of Iona should react, or what are the expectations of Iona towards his listener. Okay. Now Iona thinks what he thinks, that there is no one to listen, there is no one who can listen to him. So he thinks to go out and look at the mayor. Okay, he puts his coat, goes into the stable where his mare is standing. He thinks about oats. Now he thinks about his dinner. He was not having money and he was not able to purchase dinner. So he thinks about it, he thinks about weather. Now he cannot think about his son when he is alone. To talk about him with someone is possible, but to think of him and picture him is insufferable anguish. These lines are important too. Students, Iona Potapov, when he is alone, okay, he thinks about other things. Okay, he doesn't think about his son because he knows that his son has died. His heart is full of pain, but it is in the company of someone that there is some hope for him that he can discuss his matter with someone. Okay, so this hope enables him to talk to people. Now Iona asks his mare, "Are you munching?" Then munch away, munch away. See, after this, these lines are important. Yes, these lines are important. He talks about his poor financial conditions, that he says, "I have become old and my son was young. He could have drove better than me. So, and he says that if my son was alive, then we could have been enjoying a very good financial condition. Why? Because his son was young and he was able to do duty more proper, duty of fetching the sledge or driving the sledge more properly." Again, this. Now, see, Iona discusses everything with his mare. Okay, he now and the mayor reacts in the same way as he expects from the listener. How the listener should react. This mayor reacts in the same way. Iona says that my son, whose name is Asma Ionich, has gone. He said goodbye to me. Okay, he went and died for no reason. It means Iona should have died rather than his son, and because he had a reason, and he was old. And he asks his mare that, suppose you had a little child, you had a little baby, and you were a mother to that little child, and the same thing happened to your child, to your baby. Means, just like my son has died, if your baby has died, then you would be sorry, wouldn't you? This paragraph is in this paragraph, the conversation, the protagonist Eona is conversing with the mayor. Okay, don't get confused. He is conversing with mayor. The old girl is here used for mayor. Now the little mare munches as it was eating. It munches, then listens, breathes on her master's hands. Wait, on her master's hands. See, uh, yeah, this. Here, what was said that his listeners ought to sigh. And here, the mare is breathing, means she is doing what was expected from the listener of Iona Potapov. And after this, Iona tells that mare everything and he lights his burden. So this is story grief. Thank you for listening. Okay, bye.